That's right, you heard it here first. Brisbane's dedicated hip-hop and R&B station. If you've just tuned in and you're a fresh listener, welcome to Full Clip Radio. We are dedicated to hip-hop and R&B. I'm going to get straight into celebrity goss, and I'm going to talk about the fact that Beyonce, when I read this, it said Beyonce has her own radio station. So I was thinking she's created her own radio station and she's moved to radio. She's gone from acting to singing to producing to being a radio presenter. And I thought that was so cool. But that's not the case at all. Meaning Beyonce, there's a station in Houston, which is where Beyonce is from. It's called News 92 FM and it's owned by Radio 1. They've decided to switch up their format and provide Beyonce music 24/7 around the clock on their station. Their entire station will be Beyonce. That's incredible to me. I think that's a bit more, how do I say, okay, in the sense that it is in Houston. So Houston is where Beyonce was born and raised. So it's okay to have a 24/7 hip hop and R&B station dedicated to you. I think that's awesome. So apparently the reason is because they've had poor ratings over the years and financial loss. So they've decided to just, you know what, stuff it. Let's just put Beyonce on here 24/7. This is going to up the ratings. And it definitely will, because who does not love Beyonce? I'm a Beyonce fan, so I just completely think that that's amazing. That's really cool. Also, in other celebrity news, Floyd Mayweather has just started training Michael Jackson's son, Prince, the eldest one. He is the latest member of the Inner Circle, because Justin Bieber is in the circle and all like the Money team. They're all in the circle. The fighter made the news official by releasing a tweet earlier this week, welcoming the teenager to his Money team. Okay, that's what I was meaning. Money team. They're all in like this Money team. And now the unbeaten champion has revealed he plans to train Prince Michael to become a boxer. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Prince would become this boxer? But hey, you know what? He's a teenager. He can do whatever he pleases. And hearing this is actually really cool. I think that's awesome for him to go out and do his own thing that's not acting and singing and, you know, in the business. I think it's amazing that he may choose to follow his father's footsteps, but for him to go out on a different path, and even not as a career, but as just a lifestyle and as a hobby to do boxing, I think that's really cool. So he has already started. He also trains with Justin Bieber and rapper Lil Wayne, and they often appear at his boxing matches and help lead the champion to the ring or to his dressing room. So maybe we might see Prince helping him leading him to the ring. I reckon that's really cool. Good on Prince for doing that. Also, have you guys seen Taylor Hitala? Now, if you don't know, you probably don't recognize the name, because not even I recognize the name, but you will recognize the video when you see the video. It's the 11-year-old girl who is the most amazing amazing hip-hop dancer. She came out doing a dance to Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, and that was just off the chain. And she was dancing with her choreographer, but all eyes were on her. 11-year-old, she's only tiny, and she is amazing. Well, anyway, she's just come out and she has done yet another dance video, and it's I was going to say it's even better, but I wouldn't say that. I'd just say it's so cool. I think her dancing is so awesome and unique, and the way that she dances is just mind-blowing. Honestly, it's mind-blowing to watch. You can hit up our Facebook page at facebook.com/fullclipradio if you want to see those videos. So the latest one that she did was all about that bass. That's such a cool song, by the way, and for watching her dance to it was even cooler. So I just wanted to let you guys know. Look her up. You can search her up on YouTube by typing in Taylor Hitala. So Taylor, Taylor, and Hatala. Look her up, because she is an amazing dancer. Also, this is the last thing I want to talk about in celebrity gossip. Nick Cannon has had his Mariah tattoo removed from his back. Now, for starters, I didn't even know Nick Cannon had a Mariah tattoo on his back. And this kind of relates to what I was talking about last week, where I was talking, my topic last week was all about tattoos and like, what crazy tattoos have you seen on someone? And I mentioned the fact that there are people out there that get their other halves tattooed like other half's name tattooed on them. And my personal opinion of that last week, I was pretty much saying that I don't think that's a good idea. I would never do it myself. Definitely your children or your dad. I've got my dad's initials tattooed on me. My dad has my name tattooed on me. Like, that's cool because we're family. And I know when you get married, you're family as well. But the difference with getting married is there's sometimes a divorce at the end of that marriage. And in Nick's case, there was. And with Nick's tattoo as well, Mariah was tattooed on his back, at the top of his back, almost across his shoulder, and it was huge. Like, it's not just like a tiny Mariah tattoo, it's huge. He has gotten that removed and has then replaced it with a cross. Now, we weren't supposed to see this. Apparently he had his top off and he was doing whatever he was doing in his own like private property, and paparazzi have taken a picture of that. I seen an interview on the red carpet where they asked Nick Cannon about the tattoo, and he was shocked. Like, he was like, what? I can't believe you noticed. Like, that was in my own private property, and of course paparazzi come in and take that photo. So if you guys didn't know about the Nick and Mariah split, they did split up in August of this year, so not long ago, a couple of months ago, after 6 years of marriage and cheating rumours linking Nick to models like Amber Rose and Jasmine. So I think him and Amber have definitely got something to go on. But he did say to E that, I just wish her nothing but the best. We're in contact constantly. You know, you might have an off night here and there, but she's one of the greatest performers and entertainers of all time. She's not worried. We're not worried. Just going to keep things pushing. Now, speaking of Mariah Carey, if you are a big fan, I am a big fan of The Breakfast Club, and I'm a huge, even bigger fan of American radio. I look it up all the time. I seen an interview just recently, actually. This is all just recent, about a week ago. Speaking of a week ago, I'm going to play that next. But I seen it about a week ago. Mariah jumped on The Breakfast Club and did a full, uncut, raw interview. And it was really... I don't even know how to describe it. I'm speechless to describe her because she is a total diva, and we all know Mariah's a diva. And I want you guys to go on to The Breakfast Club and look up Mariah Carey interview and see it for yourself, because she was reserved. She was covering a lot of things up. She didn't want to say too much. She wasn't saying enough. She was back away from the mic, so you couldn't hear her. You know, the presenters were trying to tell her to come closer to the mic, and she was drinking something, and I don't know what I think about that interview. So let me know what you think. Hit up YouTube and search Mariah Carey interview on The Breakfast Club. That is where it's at. I'm going to get straight back into the music. I already told you what I'm going to play next, and I'm going to play it. It's Hot Boy Bobby Shmurda. It's on Full Clip Radio's Cruise Control, driving you home Monday to Friday 4 till 6.